Parker's Cove was settled years ago, back in the 18th century, not in 1700, by Sioux fishermen, and they maintained themselves there. A little interesting story, for many years in Newfoundland, fishing was controlled by the merchants. You fished all year long, and you made your fish, as they say, dried it and salted it, and it was, when you sell it in the fall, you would be given the money, for your fish. How was the church supported in those days? On August the 15th, it was called Lady Day. The fish that they caught that day had to go into an account for the church. So that was the way they were supported historically. Parker's Cove itself, one time had over 500 people. Now there's probably about 245, 250 people there. Newfoundland went through a transition back in the 50s and 60s into the 70s. With the resettlement, they took people from the islands and the bays and brought them into certain centers. Parker's Cove benefits some from that. But again, with the collapse of fishery in the 93, many people have just left. As I mentioned before, they say that they lost everything. In many of these communities now, there's no garage, there's no store, there's no school, everything is gone. And the church is the center of the community, and they make valiant efforts to keep it going. It would mean a lot to everyone. To myself, I would be very pleased that Catholic Visions in Canada have been able to help to stop the leaks that are coming and the water from coming in so that people can use the hall to continue to raise funds in other ways. For the community itself, it would mean that their community is going to exist for a few more years, because without their hall, they wouldn't have any way to raise funds, and the amount they get in the collections is so small. Eventually, the church itself would probably have to close. So it means a lot to them. Their faith will be kept alive. It means a lot. They'll have a hall to be able to raise funds in, and that's important to them. If I could say one thing to the people gathered here tonight, is that you can give to the people of Parker's Cove and to many other communities, Newfoundland, rural communities, a sense of hope. And it's discouraging when they go to church and there's water coming through the roof, or they can't use their hall because the fire department, or they've been shut down because it's unsafe, that they can have places where they can gather as a community to sing praises to God in the Mass, and also where they can gather as a community, because Newfoundlanders love to get together to sing songs and dance and make merry. And that's a part of their culture, and it gives life to them and gives hope to them. And your contribution here tonight will just contribute to that spirit which is there and the new hope that they'll have.